It's one of the worst things that has happened to me in my life, other than losing my father and a few other things.
I don't know if I can beat that, but I'm just going to go with turkey. Fuck turkey. What are we even doing with turkey?
You are upset about giving thanks on a holiday called Thanksgiving.
Gobble, 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 gentlemen. How we
Just extra gobble, that's the go-to.
That was such a better gobble than last week. Last week's gobble didn't
Really
make any
improved on
sense.
your gobbling.
Yes,
Yeah.
guys. Welcome to the Juice Boy Show, our Thanksgiving episode, our second annual Thanksgiving episode. Three brothers
Oh my
lost
gosh.
so freaking stupid. We started a sports podcast over a week ago, guys. Over a week ago.
A week ago.
Over a week
It was a
ago. That is
long
true.
time ago.
That
Long,
is
longer
true.
than a
It
week
is
ago.
over a week ago.
It's our second Thanksgiving episode in 1 week. Can you believe it? Guys,
Ah.
we're so stupid. This is our 69th episode. No giggles, no laughs. We're a mature sports podcast.
Why even
Episode
mention it?
69.
Why even mention it? You had to have
Mark
known we were going to
Schlereth's
be
number?
mature about it.
Jared Allen's number.
Yeah. It's just a number.
It's just a number.
Yeah.
That happens to be quite comical in some
It is a
nothing-
number.
necks in the woods.
There's nothing
But-
comedic
Number
about it
that was
or
invented
gross.
more than a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Whenever you're listening, however you're listening, on this Thanksgiving weekend, hopefully you had a short work week. We wanted to get at least a little something out this week. It'll be a little shorter episode. But as you travel, as you're road tripping, as you're flying, as you're annoyed with family, maybe you need a break. We hope you listen to the Juice Boy Show. We want to get you a little
Zone
something.
out for an hour.
Zone out, yeah. A little
Take a
CFP
breather.
playoff actions. This show is looser than my pants on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah?
We
Shouldn't
have
be
a
getting
pajama
tighter
rule
on
this
Thanksgiving?
year.
Oh, pajama rule. Oh, good for you, Jim.
Yeah, we have a
Maybe I need to-
pajama
I like
rule.
it.
Like we're not even going to attempt to wear pants, even before we get there, because then everybody has to be embarrassing, like change into your sweatpants
That's fair.
after you eat. Why don't we just start in them?
Oh, man, I am Juice Boy. I'm not Juice Boy Joe. Juice Boy
I
Chode.
am.
Hello.
Juice Boy Chode. Juice Boy Joe.
Okay.
We got the professor of pulp, Chris
Really phoning
Pelletier,
it
guys.
today.
Yeah, this is our Thanksgiving episode. I was with Mr. Joe this last weekend.
Oh, it was excellent.
Mr. Chris just arrived. We are in person recording
Moments
this episode.
ago.
Once again,
2/3.
2/3. Once again, 2/3 in the same spot. Luckily, I got to go out to Kansas City. Sadly, maybe for my last time for a long time,
Oh.
with Mr. McCoy returning. But I had a great time out there. Got to go to the Kansas City Negro League Baseball Hall of Fame, which was
Museum,
absolutely fantastic. The museum out there, we got lots of pictures and cool stuff we're going to be posting here soon with me and Mr. McCoy out there.
I
And then
believe
we got
stuff
to-
was promised.
It was.
It was.
It was. And then in one of like the most awe-inspiring things I've ever seen, me and McCoy McCoy and I, English
There you go.
teachers,
Thank
went
you.
to the World War I Museum, and it's the National World War I Museum. If you're ever in Kansas City, oh my God, go see it. It was something else.
I mean,
It
you
was-
definitely sold me. And with McCoy moving back, I intend to be out in Kansas City way more often now. So I'm going to check it out.
But it was absolutely incredible. I'm sad to be gone. While we were out there, I think all I drank was Boulevard Brewery and Riegers. And so I'm mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah,
and I'm
thanks.
going-
There's none left for me.
No,
Oh,
there
there
was very little for Chris left.
I'm almost more insulted that you left that much instead of just being like, yeah, let's just bottom this out.
How do you know it was me?
I
didn't know it was me,
believe
but,
you. I believe in your capacity to have contributed to that outcome.
You are true. That is true. Well, I apologize, my friend. I didn't know that was at the
Yes, you
time.
did.
I just saw it. And I drank it. So there we go. So now I mixed it up, and now I'm going to a little bit of a lighter whiskey. I'm going proper number 12.
Okay.
You know, I'm Kansas City whiskeyed out, and I also found a fantastic mixed 12-pack at the brewery today. And then I cracked into this when I was shoveling because my God, it is dumped snow on us in Bailey, Colorado. Odell IPA, and I say this all the time, one of the best IPAs in the world, but it is this one actually.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
And I apologize about drinking all of that. I'm a bad friend.
It's. I'll post how little is left. I was a part of the problem too.
It's not
Chris.
enough.
It was not
Yeah,
just
it's
Joe.
not enough.
I partook. Chris and I drink the same thing. Chris, what are we drinking? You may say lovely drink, my friend.
Yeah, Joey, you had these the other weekend when I was making my test batch, but I whipped up some maple pecan syrup for some old fashions and whipped us up a couple of those bad boys.
Yes, sir. Also, this show's going to be pretty live for the Juice Junkies. For those that don't know behind the curtain, we record it, and then I put a lot of lipstick on this pig to edit this thing to make us sound coherent. Sometimes funny, intelligent,
sometimes.
But not this time. We got Thanksgiving to go to, so we're going to go live. So we might stutter. We might make terrible jokes that don't get cut.
Can pretty much guarantee that.
We're going to see if the three of us can pitch a perfect game, guys.
Nope.
So let's jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. CFP special, guys. Lot going on. Alabama's knocked out. Ole Miss is knocked out. A&M knocked out. Prime and Colorado knocked out. CSU has a chance because it's a Colorado-based show. Had a chance.
They had
a chance.
It's gone now. It's gone.
BYU drops 2 in a row. SMU's in the ACC championship. There's a lot going on in college football as it wraps up. What's your favorite storyline? What's the funniest storyline? Who blew it? Who's coming out of the depths? Give it to me.
Fellas, the most insane storyline here is Florida seemed like they made a complete and utter boneheaded decision announcing several weeks ago that they were retaining Billy Napier. And in the time since, they have not dropped a game and just knocked Ole Miss down to a 3-loss season, likely out of CFP contention. Like out of nowhere, Florida has woken up and become who Billy Napier was hired to turn them into. And they look brilliant out of all of a sudden for having announced that they were going to retain him for next season before he went on this tear to actually earn that opportunity. Florida is the storyline right now. It's incredible.
I think the storyline is that Alabama lost, and they are still going to find some way to get them in.
That was my question.
That is the story. You say that, but they're still ranked 13th. How
many teams get in, Joey?
12. Now, they're playing Auburn this week. All it's going to take is for SMU to lose and they're out, or for Clemson to lose. Who knows? They'll be out. Or for maybe this could easily happen. Notre Dame losing to USC. Like you never know in that game. If any of those teams lose, then Alabama is right freaking back in it, and it is bullshit. I think that is what's going to be the story. Are you
preemptively calling bullshit?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm calling that right now. They're the 13 seed. They should not be 13 seed with 3 losses. What a joke.
Complete joke.
What a joke. And so I'm calling it now on the Thanksgiving episode, and it will come out in 2 weeks on the final CFP rankings. Alabama's going to sneak their way in. I don't know how, but they're going to do it.
Put it in the book.
They're going to do it. All right. I'm putting it in the book.
How about KU guys?
Oh my God.
Oh, what a story.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Talk about a team that is finally waking up to be who they were supposed to be from the get-go.
Before we even start on KU, Joey talked to a random person at a bar and found a little history.
I did.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk. What did you learn?
So I was out there on Saturday, and the CU Nebraska. Oh, sorry, Chris. The CU.
Sorry
Kansas
for what?
Game,
Nebraska's riding high right now, brother.
The Kansas CU game was getting played at Arrowhead. So after the game was over, there was a lot of people out in the bars after the game because the game just let out, and everywhere you see in Kansas says Rock Chalk Jayhawk, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? All right, and so I asked a guy, and it's because the entire campus is made of limestone. Apparently, it's really pretty. And so when they were cutting it, it left a bunch of rock chalk all over the place. And so they said Rock Chalk Jayhawk, and I was like,
okay, simple.
Okay, because without that reference, Rock Chalk makes absolutely no sense. I was like, why are you saying this? But with that,
thank you, random friend at a bar. I'm sure he's listening right now.
Chalky Rock,
fellows. So I have some fun statistics to share. Can I share some statistics?
Please. Professor.
So with the insane college football season that has been, let's talk about some teams that are on all-time nosedives. So first and foremost, this season, Alabama has earned significant money due to other teams' fan bases storming the field when they beat Alabama. Joey, how much
The
do you
NIL,
think they've earned?
the
How
NIL
much do you think
budget's really
they've earned?
growing.
All right, so I think I heard something about this. Like the first time it happens is like 150,000, then it's like 500,000, then it's like 1 million. So I'm going to say like 2.5 million at this point they've been fined.
Okay, Joey way overshot that. It's $300,000.
It was close. It
But
was a
still, they've
smidge.
gotten $300,000, a third of $1,000,000, just because other teams' fan bases have celebrated beating Alabama too aggressively. Now, in addition to that, SMU, their first season in a power conference, they are heading for the ACC championship game. Before this season, Florida State remarked on why they needed to leave the SEC or ACC. And talked about the caliber of opponents and specifically called out SMU. Florida State, with California winning last weekend, has now officially secured being 17th out of 17 teams in the ACC.
Oh,
And in addition to that, KU, way to go. You are the first team ever with a losing record to beat three straight AP top 25 teams.
Wow.
Freaking incredible season here, boys. And then also, just because I have to shoehorn this in, Nebraska is bowl eligible for the first time since 2016. Let's go, Big Red.
Oh, okay.
Not that that is anywhere near in the echelon of those other things, but I wanted to talk about it.
yeah, that's a pretty big deal. You know, I think
stoked,
Dylan.
yeah.
I think Dylan Raiola's had a little bit of a drop off as the season's gone on, but you know they're still bowl eligible, still a successful season.
I'll take it.
I am extremely disappointed with my CSU Rams getting their dicks kicked in by Fresno State.
Dude, that
I
was
did
so
not see
disappointing.
that coming because if they won that game,
had a
Colorado State University had a legitimate path to get in the Colorado the CFP playoff. As
That makes
hilarious
no
as that
sense.
sound, if they would have faced Boise State in the championship game, and that they would have been at that point 10-3. Oh man, and the conference they would have
All
had
they
to
would have had to have done at that situation is beat Boise State, and Colorado State would have been the sacrificial lamb to just get slaughtered.
And that would have just
But
further
they would have
reinforced
made
your
it. They would have been at
opinion,
the dance.
McCoy.
That would have been amazing.
Would have been incredible for me and my people. Us
For
Rams.
30 minutes, maybe.
You know,
Enjoy.
but I'm really disappointed they laid an
It would
egg.
not have been a great game to watch, but it still would have been just incredible. I mean, the
Well, we
amount
saw
of
what they did
money
against
CSU
Texas,
would have
but-
earned would have been incredible.
And that would have been a huge thing going into the Pac-12 coming up here soon. But it didn't happen. So that's what I was most upset about going into this. But I really think that this idea of giving the conference winners the first round buys is
the whole thing
going to kick them in the dick the first time it's ever implemented. I mean, the first
it's
time
hilarious.
we are probably going to get Boise State and or SMU. No, it's a guarantee that we're going to have Boise State in there, but we could have Boise State and SMU as the top 4 seeds.
Yeah, it makes
You
so
know,
much
like
sense.
That is a guarantee.
I think Boise State's a guarantee. I don't see anybody in the Mountain West beating them, but I think Boise State's a guarantee. But SMU, I mean, if they beat Miami, could be Miami, Boise State in there. That would be bizarre, insane, and Colorado also not a good weekend for Colorado.
No, Colorado's not making it in.
Not a good weekend for
they're out.
Colorado college football. They also laid an egg, lost to Kansas in pretty impressive fashion. Kansas dominated that game. And now they're in a 4-way tie for the Big 12.
It could be Arizona State.
It's right now they're
Which
number
is
12.
incredible.
Right now they're in it right now. If it ended right now, Arizona State is
I
in
love the
playoff.
chaos. It makes no sense, but I love the chaos.
I think we need to give a shout out to the SMU boosters, guys.
What have they done in 2 years?
They needed, you know what they needed?
checks.
They needed like $500 million to break out of their current contract to get into the ACC right away. And the boosters came up with the money in 45 seconds.
That was incredible.
Oil money, ag money. Oh boy, you needed the money.
Dude,
They wrote a
SMU
check.
is rolling in
They
it.
wrote a
SMU
check.
is everything that A&M thought they were going to
Yes,
be.
that's Chris. Give us the insane Ryan Day quote that you wanted to
Fellas, have either of you seen Ryan Day's quote about playing or about losing to Michigan?
No.
Okay, so I get to see your reactions live. It might be the most insane thing I've read in a hot minute.
Ooh, let's go Ryan Day. Let's go, baby.
Losing to Michigan. It's one of the worst things that has happened to me in my life, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Other than losing my father. And a few other things.
Did he say and a few other things?
And a few other things. That was the whole quote.
Okay.
One of the worst things that's happened in my life.
Besides,
losing my father. And a few other things.
I hope his mom's still alive.
Those are the only two
weird.
things worth actually talking about specifically.
Oh, Ryan.
Ryan Day is a maniac. I know we've got some Ohio State listeners. Joey, I'm excited to hear your take on this, but I'd love to hear from some of the folks listening that are Ohio State fans. Like, that is insane.
But isn't that what you want?
I mean, person.
No, you say that, Chris, but I mean, when you really think about it, that is your all-encompassing life. That is everything. He was already a staffer, like an offensive coordinator on Ohio State for years, took over the job. This has been ingrained in him for freaking ever. And when in an opportunity last year to take them down, and then they would have had a chance for a national championship, to lose in the way they did lose, I don't know, Chris. I don't know.
Like,
I mean, maybe he's had a very blessed life. Maybe he hasn't had very many bad
like that's exactly where my thought goes.
You know,
is like,
but it's just yeah.
Is like number one is your dad dying, and then number two
That's a pretty
is
bad number
losing
one.
like right?
Yeah.
And that's me putting that at number one. He put that at 1A and 1B. He
probably
should have.
You should have phrased it. Other than my dad dying, this is the worst thing that's happened to me.
This is potentially, or like
phrasing matters.
In my career involved in athletics, this is by far the worst. There are infinite other ways to not.
My worst professional moment.
Yeah, there's so many ways to not compare my dad dying and losing to Michigan.
Yeah,
but if you're Ohio State, that's kind of who you want as your coach, right? Is a fucking
I guess.
Crazy-ass?
I mean,
he is
I
a crazy ass.
He is a maniac.
All right, guys, let's quickly hit on the NFL, huh? A lot going on. Cowboys won a game. We have to fucking sit through the Giants.
Way to go, boys.
We got to sit through the Cowboys and freaking Giants on Thanksgiving, guys. You can listen to this episode, guys. Listen to this episode instead of watching that garbage game.
That's right,
guys. NFL favorite stories, funniest stories. Let's go. We're in the middle of the season. What do we got?
I think my huge takeaway from the weekend was the absurdity of the end of that Commanders and Cowboys game. You know, unfortunately, the nation was forced to watch that game because it was nationally televised. But luckily, it turned into an absolute shit show with Turpin putting back one of the greatest kick returns we've ever seen, and then Scary Terry taking it to the hizzy, and then having another missed field goal. All right, another missed field goal, a bizarre
extra point.
Extra point. Regardless, they missed it. And it seems like it's happening a lot. After I said, is that the worst way to lose? And it's happening a lot.
This was worse. This was absolutely worse.
Yeah,
we found it.
Yeah,
a mere 2 weeks later.
Then kicking an onside kick directly at somebody who just housed it.
Hold on. Let's talk about the kicker real quick. He had a bad 5 minutes of professional work there.
Probably
gave up the kick. He missed, or he gave up the kick to Turpin.
Yep.
They score to save his ass. He misses the tie.
Yep.
And then instead of redeeming himself on an onside, he kicks an onside up the middle of the field. And then me and Joey watched it, completely whiffed on a tackle.
Dude, just ran right by.
Avoided the tackle altogether. It was a terrible 5 minutes of special teams football. Yet it was funny to watch.
So bad. So bad. And that's how the Cowboys found a way to win. I thought there was going to be a second where Jaden Daniels to that throw to Scary Terry might have boosted him up on the Rookie of the Year rankings. But my boy Bo Nix just went out there and had another great game. And beat the terrible Raiders. But regardless, Bo Nix now hasn't had a turnover in 3 games. He has had 11 touchdowns, no interceptions in the last 3 games, and he is just leading this offense. The Broncos are just hopefully securing their playoff spot a little bit more each time. But things are real there. I am very happy. Him and Cortland Sutton have got something going on.
They do.
2 tutties to Cortland Sutton. And the Chiefs, while shaky, McCoy, They pulled it off. Well, shaky, they pulled
keep
it off.
winning. Dub.
Against
Dub's
the
a dub.
powerhouse.
Against the powerhouse of Bryce Young, who looked
Surprisingly good.
Yeah,
He actually
surprisingly
didn't look
good.
terrible.
Like alarmingly good.
Yeah.
When you're on a 2-game winning streak and then you go in and you barely lose to the Chiefs, how are you feeling now as a Panthers fan?
Me and Joey, we watched it together.
Yeah, I know.
He's throwing a good ball. He's throwing a good ball.
Let's throw a call out there. The one and only Panthers fan out there, let us know.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling about this guy? Like,
I want to talk a little bit more about that Commanders-Cowboys game. Like on that onside kick, that guy who caught the onside kick and ran it for a touchdown, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you got to lay down. You got to lay down.
Just go down,
Yeah.
victory formation, ball game versus like you opened up the Commanders to the possibility of another miracle touchdown, go for two, and now all of a sudden you're pushing OT. But then in addition to that, Austin Eckler fields the kickoff and just gets smoked.
Oh, dude, he was knocked out cold. That was scary.
Knocked out. And then Austin Eckler winds up fielding the kickoff and tries to take it out, tries to go be the hero, and just gets utterly demolished. Gets knocked out cold. And it's like, this is why it's important to be heady about like when it's time to actually end the game, because now all of a sudden here's a guy who is a critical component of his team that is looking at concussion protocol. Like I watched that game and I was so frustrated by that decision making at the end.
Absolutely.
You're trashing the special teams player? Guys, that guy's a nobody.
Austin Eckler is not a special teams player.
No. The guy who ran back the onside.
No, the one who took the onside in?
Yeah.
You got to know to
No.
set
Hold
that
on.
down.
Is that the smart football play? Yes. That guy's a no-name who's going to have no highlights in his career. He's never going to do anything in the NFL.
So he's selfish, is what you're saying.
He needs to take that moment for himself because that story is going to be passed down for generation. He had the game ball after he scored. Fuck everyone. Go score a tutty. Go get one.
Shout out to Austin Eckler's family.
Okay, let's connect the dots there.
Colorado boy. He doesn't deserve
The pride of Denver. Son of a bitch.
The pride of Eaton. Tiny little Eaton.
That obviously I knew that.
Oh, gosh. Guys, stop the show. Stop. Chris, shut the fuck up. Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Sorry.
Breaking news, guys. It's been a while. Breaking news. Joe Linehan is on the scene. Looks like a robbery is happened somewhere. He's reporting. Joe can hear me. Joe?
Yep. Yeah, Cody.
Yeah,
I'm here at 1925 Giants Drive in East Rutherford, New Jersey, where an alleged con man has pulled off one of the heists of the century.
What?
Unfortunately, I can't get inside. I'm being barricaded by the FBI, the CIA, the Treasury, the Secret Service, and any local hot dog vendor in New York who is just genuinely pissed off.
Wait, what?
Now the suspect.
I'm a hot dog.
The suspect is a 6'5", 235-year-old male who graduated from the University of Duke that goes by the name of Daniel Jones.
What?
Apparently this con man is responsible for stealing $60 million from the Giants over
What?
the past 2 seasons. Yes. Cody, I'm being told that he was promised to be the future. And what did he give in return? 10 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, and a 3-13 record. So yes, Daniel Jones is now on the lam. He has been let
Joey,
go.
has he been reported? Has anyone spotted him?
No one knows where he is. At first he was benched, then he was cut, and now God knows where he is. I've heard that Jerry Jones might be looking for him, and for that sake, bless this man. Let's hope he's okay, but we need to bring him to justice. Now, Daniel Jones has been working this con for several years. He was able to get drafted 6th overall after posting a 60.5% completion percentage at Duke, and with only 22 touchdowns responsible for. No one knows how he got his 4-year, $160 million contract. But during those 16 games, he has done absolutely nothing but make the franchise worse and keep all New Yorkers up at night, especially those hot dog stand guys. We want our $60 million back is all I'm hearing in chants. Where is Daniel Jones? We don't know. Back to you.
Oh my gosh, guys! Be a friend, tell a friend. If you see him, something tells me he might be in a white Bronco headed to Minnesota.
I heard that there's a white Bronco just outside of Minneapolis.
Okay, Man, what a
He's
comp.
out.
$60 million. Just stay safe out there, man. Stay safe out there.
Watch out for Jerry. Just watch out for Jerry.
Watch out for
All right,
Jerry.
Daniel, you seem like
We're going to go look for Daniel Jones. We'll be right back after this music break. Back to the episode. Like we said, a little different format this week. This is normally when we do our squeeze of the week, our most outlandish sports takes from the year. We also do our Moron Mountain nominations, the most idiocracy moments by individuals.
The idiocy that leads to idiocracy.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. We love to nominate people. Thanksgiving week, we're going to skip that this week, give everyone a little bit of a break. Joey, if people want to nominate their squeeze of the week or nominations to Moron Mountain, how do they do so, my friend?
Friends, juice junkies, listeners, you can submit your most outlandish sports takes or Moron Mountain nominees. Have somebody join Joel Embiid, please. He's getting really cold up there.
Yeah.
By emailing us at juiceboyshow@gmail.com or send us a DM on Instagram at juiceboyshow. If it has the pulp, then we'll read it on the show. Yes!
Ooh, spicy.
What do we got going on today, my friend?
We're being lazy. We went ahead and sponsored our own damn show. Listener, for those of you who have been following along for this entire year, and hopefully beyond, remember at the end of last year, our Christmas episode, we had our first annual awards ceremony known as the Squeezies, where we went ahead and talked shit about all the dumb things the three of us had said over what it was like 4 months at that point.
Yep.
But now we've had an entire year's worth of stupidity, and we thought we would open it up to you all. What are the dumbest things you've heard on the show? What are the dumbest things that you have seen within professional and amateur sports over this last year? Go ahead and throw out your nominations at Juice Boys Show on Instagram, juiceboyshow@gmail.com. Like, let us know what we've said that has really let you down this year. And we'll talk about it.
Or the stupid thoughts you have, too.
Yeah. The airing of grievances is also allowed on the Squeezies. Like, we're just calling out to the listeners. Throw some shit out here. We're going to go ahead and just have a wild episode here next month, where it is all about just looking back on this last year. We'd love to make sure that we hear from our week in, week out dedicated juice junkies within that craziness as well.
Now, I want to clarify before you send them in that the Patriots being an offensive juggernaut was last year. That one does not qualify. Please do not send that in again. That is probably the worst take that's happened in the show's history.
That's true.
But that it would be an example. But you can't use.
But what is fair game this year,
was last year
is still beating to death that the Patriots offense is worthwhile.
No, I mean, potentially, or
Joe.
there are.
Oh, no, we are not dedicating Drake May. We're going to Drake Mayless show, damn it. Thank you, Chris, for that lovely ad by ourselves.
Not bad.
All right, guys, a quick tot, a big mashed potato for Thanksgiving, guys.
Ooh.
Thanksgiving weekend. We hope everyone's enjoying time with the family. Join us a little bit here. Guys, what's your least favorite thing on the Thanksgiving menu, or your least favorite Thanksgiving event or part of the weekend? Yeah, least favorite Thanksgiving mantra, whatever it is, guys.
Just not a mantra, because I mean, you can't say anything bad about giving thanks.
I thought it was
so it's just what do you
favorite
least
food?
Like? Yeah,
Let's open it up. We're opening it up.
What do you not like about Thanksgiving? Something that just irks you. The food, the tradition.
Yeah.
Whatever. What is it?
Joey, go ahead and start us off, friend. What do you want to do? What do you think, Elise?
And Joey, before you take your pick number one, we did say time with your in-laws is the Roman Coliseum. So scratch that one off your list.
Obviously. Especially your mother-in-law.
I would
especially your mother-in-law.
I would never say that because they are part of the local juice junkie community, and I know that they would hear that. And also would love their company.
Listener, Joey is scratching frantically in his handwritten book right now.
Just passing through notes. Oh my God, what else do I have? What else do I got? I got nothing. I'm going to go with my first thing that drives me crazy about Thanksgiving, because I love to eat. I love being around family. I just hate the stupid ass tradition of the Cowboys and the Lions being the games we have to watch every single.
Me too. Okay.
Like, who made this a rule?
Yeah, I'd like to see that opened up.
Nobody.
Like why
Yeah.
is this a thing? And it's just always been a thing. You know, and so luckily the Lions are good this year, and the Cowboys always pretend like they're good.
But
and
for
then
40
everybody
years,
thinks like they
Joe,
want
the
to
Lions
watch them.
weren't good.
That's what I'm
we had.
saying. That's what I'm saying. And so then we had to get stuck into watching these horrific games. Is Thanksgiving only celebrated in Dallas and in Detroit? We had to watch Charlie Batch for like 10 years go out there and play for the Lions. Like, oh,
It's a deep cut.
come on. And then like since the Super Bowl runs in the 90s, we've had to see Quincy Carter and poor old broken Drew Bledsoe go out there. And it's just like, this is not fair. And now Cooper Rush against Tommy Cutlets DeVito. This is not fair. We don't want
It's going to be so bad.
We don't want to
It's
sit
gonna be
around
terrible.
and watch the same two teams play.
It's like watching a UFL game.
Like, I understand it's tradition. That's cool. But the tradition in itself is that there's going to be 3 football games on. That is the tradition. Why does it need to be Detroit? Why does it need to be Dallas? And why do we need to watch bad football? These should be primetime marquee games like the NBA does on Christmas. You know, like these should be huge games that are coming up. But no, they're not. I mean, you telling me that the Bengals and the Steelers would not be an unbelievable Thanksgiving game? I mean, come on, man. That's a huge division rivalry. Everybody would watch that.
Just want good
But
games.
no, we have to watch Tommy Cutlets. I mean, it's just, and then hopefully we can have a sighting of Daniel Jones. We're still watching. We're still trying to find out where this guy is.
Yeah, $60 million. Chris, least favorite thing, or least favorite thing on the menu for Thanksgiving?
Least favorite thing on the menu. I've got a couple options for this. But thinking back to like growing up, fellas, I know you two know this, but I don't know if all the juice junkies know this. I'm a proud Nebraska, proud Midwestern boy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned it before. But no, being
corn the whole
from the
time?
Midwest means that
Deep-fried
every
corn,
once in a while you
buttered
come
corn.
face to face with like egregiously gross food that was born of somebody that was desperate and just threw shit together.
Yeah.
And it became a thing. And growing up in my family, every Thanksgiving, it was only ever busted out on Thanksgiving. They made a finger quotes salad that was basically lettuce, cheese, and mayonnaise. And it was
Oh my God.
disgusting. And from childhood, we had
ate
this
it?
every single year. And like the older folks in my family, like my parents, like aunts, uncles, what have you, would wind up eating this. And I was like, this is horrid. This is disgusting. Why
That sounds
are we making
disgusting.
What is
why
it?
are we making this every
That's
year?
not even
I don't get it.
food.
No, I don't.
Wait,
I don't
what's
get
the
it.
three
This-
ingredients?
This
Lettuce?
strikes me as like some sort of like Great Depression era, like this is the food that is
grows in the
affordable
ground.
and available. And like now here we are, like decades later, like still hanging on to this vestige of the past that we don't have to eat. But we
Lettuce,
still make
mayo,
it
and
every single year.
cheese.
Lettuce, mayo, and
cheese.
tea. It's like a
Like
poor man's
basically,
BLT.
yeah, it's
Well, now I
it's
feel
bad.
really bad about my food pick. That
It's
sounds
gross.
freaking
It's
horrible.
gross. It's outright gross.
Do you have
I think
a
you're
name
right.
for it? Do you have
What
a
is
name?
the name? Yeah, what's
It's
the name?
called salad. They're like it's salad.
No, it's not
That's
called
not
salad.
salad. No, it has lettuce. That technically is. what
Now, Chris,
salads
were you the only
typically-
one that didn't like it? Were you the weird one,
I
or
think
did everyone
so.
look around?
I think I
just like,
might be. Because it's
How
still
are
gets
we the
made to this
crazy
day.
ones?
I mean, I think I just need to call it glorp. Like not even glurp, because glurp is something that's like kind of known.
But hey, boys,
like,
this
just
is life in the Midwest.
lettuce.
Every once in a while, you run into something like this where you're like, this makes no sense. But like someone's grandma thought that this was like real deal shit, and nobody had the heart to tell her. And now we're like
That is a real deal
generations
shit
down
with-
the line, and it's still alive.
That is real deal shit with just lettuce, mayo, and cheese. You're not.
There
gonna
was
be
other
shitting after
stuff.
that.
I know that there was
It's just-
more to
yeah.
it than just that, but like that's all that stood out to me.
Glorp-
It's bad.
Glorp
It's
is
bad.
disgusting.
Jeez. Well, I don't know if I can beat that, but I'm just going to go with turkey. Fuck turkey. What are we even doing with turkey?
That's
Why? What's the
We eat
point
turkey
of turkey?
once a year, and we make it such a big thing.
I mean, I love turkey. What are you talking
like
about?
what? It takes way too long to cook.
No,
But like,
the
why?
longer it
Let's
takes,
just have
like if you do it
steaks.
right,
It's just around being.
if you do it right, it's amazing. And the steak isn't the point, dude. We have an abundance of turkeys. It should be our national bird, which would be freaking hilarious.
Okay,
Man, like
Ben
imagine
Franklin.
just seeing like all these all these ads with of unnamed politicians with machine guns in their hands with turkeys in front of them. That would be hilarious.
It's just
like
a
if that was
waste.
our
It's just-
national bird.
it's
Turkeys
not
are
worth it.
everywhere. I love turkeys. You don't like turkey sandwiches?
No.
You don't like a turkey club from like
No.
Subway? Come on, man.
Turkey's
You
not
like
where I. No. Thanksgiving's not my thriving day.
I love turkey.
Listener,
what are
it is worth saying Cody has not evolved his food preferences since he turned 6.
He likes
not-
sushi, which I'm
not
like,
a
what
chance.
the hell?
Love
you don't
sushi.
you don't like turkey, but you like sushi.
My whole thing with
like-
Thanksgiving is I need to get a little turkey. I'll get a lot of bread and mashed potatoes to cover the plate to look like I'm going full plate, so no one really asks questions. But I'll have
No
a
one's
little
asking
turkey.
questions anyway.
No, they
Everybody
did ask
leaves you to
questions.
do
They
whatever
used
you
to ask
want.
questions.
Okay,
Damn it,
maybe I
guys.
haven't been around long enough.
Yeah, Joey, beat
Just
turkey
slather it in
hatred.
gravy. Just slather it in gravy and stuffing, and you're good to go.
Joey, can you beat hatred of turkey?
Well, my food that I think is just like an abomination for being on a Thanksgiving like dinner plate is sweet potatoes and marshmallows. Ew. Gross.
I never liked it. Never liked
Just
it.
gross.
You know what?
Like,
Can't disagree there.
Like, why is it there? And it seems like every single year, somebody who likes it is going to bring it because they know the person who is cooking is not going to. And so that if I don't bring it, then it's not gonna be there. And then there's always
potato
like,
and marshmallow option.
yeah,
for
and there's
me.
always like a couple, and then you have the kids that just devour it. And I'm like, yuck. I don't like sweet potatoes to begin with. I mean, I like them when they're diced up and like air fried. That's fine. But when they're like in the paste of like an actual potato, it just tastes like I'm eating brown sugar, you know? And then when you put the mashed potatoes on top of it, I don't want sweet with this calorie fest of like savory and gravy and fat that I'm doing right now. Like, I don't want to mix that. And sweet potatoes and mashed potatoes and marshmallows is just gross. Please don't bring it. Please don't bring it.
Look at us. We're just kicking Thanksgiving in the dick. Chris, what do you got for number 2?
I'm gonna go with the Macy's Thanksgiving.
That
Day
was on my
parade.
list. That was on my
That was
list.
straight hatred.
Yeah.
Fellas, can we talk about how this hasn't been relevant in 30 years, but everybody puts it on because you're supposed to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
It's like an 8-hour long commercial
That's all Thanksgiving is
that
it's
also has
supposed to.
commercials, and everybody goes, "Well, it's Thanksgiving. You turn on the Thanksgiving Day parade until football kicks
God,
off."
I
And it's like,
can't
well,
stand
why?
it.
Why? I don't give a shit. Like, oh, hey, look, Snoopy looks the same that he has for the last 60 years.
Yeah, it's still
Isn't that
Snoopy.
neat?
It's still Snoopy. Yeah.
Yeah, here's a bunch
Snoopy's
of
the
people that
same?
I've never heard of that are from some god awful reality show carrying Snoopy and waving. They
have,
look
like,
miserable.
It's
Isn't
like the
that
top
neat?
journalists, like the top journalists, like the NBC nightly news people are out there. What is happening? I understand it's tradition, but again, there's just some weird traditions. And now we're saying this. You understand
It's
that
awful.
all 3 of our wives and our in-laws are going to be so upset with us saying this. That's
yeah.
their favorite part of
It
Thanksgiving.
is. They do love it. Yeah.
They love it every year, so that's why it's still around. But I can't stand it. I just hope at that point,
guys,
I'm-
I
We're all on the
genuinely
same
thought
page
that
here.
like at least
Yeah.
one of you was going to push back on me on this one. But I
Snoopy,
appreciate
Snoopy.
it.
That's the best way to put it. Snoopy.
Charlie Brown's still going to be there. Santa's still going to be there at the end. And it's
right.
just like,
All right, guys.
hate
I'll
to
bring
be a
us
hater,
home
but I
with,
hate it.
Al Roker looks better every year, though. Good for him.
true.
He's raking
Slim
it.
Al Roker, Fat Al Roker. There's a lot of Al
Benjamin
Rokers out there.
Button, Al Roker.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's happening.
Ozempic is what happened, Joe. Let me tell you.
Oh, no. The second time. The first time was the stomach staple.
That's right.
And then I think he burst, though, that staple.
think-
And then, yeah.
It snapped. Is what you're
They
saying.
put one staple in. They didn't think they might need a backup staple.
Al, we're sorry. Come on the show. We know you listen. Come on out.
No, thanks, buddy.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Let's
I'll
miss the
bring us home
Smuckers.
with giving thanks. Fuck that.
Are you serious,
hate that.
Cody?
Like
The
as a
whole-
concept.
You are just doubling
no.
down on hating children and
wow.
like what is
Oh
going
my
No,
god.
the whole
the holiday?
the whole act.
I talk shit
let
on
me
a
speak.
parade, and yet
Let me
still,
speak.
I'm the least hateful person here.
Let me speak, damn it. The whole let's get our food and let's go around the table and talk about what we're thankful for. I hate it so much. It's probably my most hated thing.
Oh my God.
Chris has been there.
At dinner tomorrow night, I'm going to make sure that everybody knows that Cody wants to go first. He prepared some remarks.
Listen, we're all thankful. We're all there. Everything's great. We don't need everyone's thankful list.
I am writing this down
disagree.
right now. I'm putting that in the nominee for the squeezy.
What?
You are upset about giving thanks on a holiday called Thanksgiving. Called Thanksgiving.
Well, when you put it that
not
way,
have been more
what is
clear
the
when they
point
named
of
it.
the holiday? The point of the holiday is to give thanks, and you're like, nah.
no.
This is
But I just
dumb.
wanted to have a big ass meal.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
just
we
wanted
get-
some mashed potatoes.
The entire point is to give thanks of what you're thankful for. That's why we have it, not just Get Fat Day.
I thought
It's not just Gain Weight Day.
Oh my God.
I thought you
McCoy.
guys would kind of be on that same page.
No,
Of the
not
whole-
even
Do I
slightly.
enjoy it? No. Is it uncomfortable? Yes.
Yes.
But is it an absolutely necessary part of the holiday? Yes.
We
That is
never
the
did it as a
point.
family ever until I got
it.
into
How? That is the holiday.
because it's terrible.
But that is
Oh my
not the
God,
point, dude. That's not the-
McCoy.
oh my God. That's hilarious, dude. Giving thanks at Thanksgiving is the point of the holiday. That's
Why
like saying
give
I
thanks?
hate trick or treating on Halloween. I hate going to church on Christmas. Like that is the point of the
I hate trick or treating too. Just buy some damn candy. Why don't you? I mean, come on.
No,
let's go to the store and get
It's not
candy.
the
Oh
point
my
of the
God.
holiday.
It's $5. Go get my bag of candy. You'll be fine.
Then just go. Then why don't you just go get sliced deli meat and sit at home like an idiot? I mean, like
That was this plan if we didn't show up.
The point of Thanksgiving is to be around the people you love and say
Which is
why
fine.
you love them and what is your thankful.
I thought it was if we were around them, you knew I loved you.
No.
No, there's people I'm around a lot on Thanksgiving.
McCoy.
If Chris wasn't here, or if he was here, I'd probably like him enough to be here. Joey, you're not here, therefore.
It's only taken me
Exactly.
8 years to get to probably. Thank you.
So I'm thankful
no,
I'm in
I mean,
Bailey, Colorado, away from
For
McCoy.
God's sake, man, like it's worth like taking a moment and saying out loud things that you don't normally say and holding appreciation for the people around you. And McCoy's just
worst.
sitting in the corner being like, I fucking hate this.
For those that don't know,
Everybody
every year
else
we
is
do this.
joyful.
I am asked, what am I thankful for at the dinner? And I say, Patrick Mahomes. I get a laugh and we move on. That's how we do that.
That is so lame. Oh my God. That is so lame. My 94-year-old grandmother does this every single year. And yes, is it annoying? And yes, does it take an hour? Yes. But then when we're all done with it, that is the entire point of Thanksgiving, is to say what you're thankful for. And it's better than Festivus because that's when you have your grievances. And this is when you say
Damn right
that
it
you're
is.
thankful. All right. So damn, McCoy. That's like the worst bah humbug I've ever heard for an American
that's
holiday.
so bad.
I didn't think it would be that hated, but hey, here we are. All right, guys.
Thanks on Thanksgiving.
We're gonna-
Vibes are awful right now.
Guys, let's jump right into picks. Let's wrap it up. Let's get these people out here on this Thanksgiving episode. We got the Wheel of Degeneracy. Guys, we're going to build our very first Juice Boy parlay.
That's right,
We'll
baby.
get it posted. Let's get on it. Get on that. What are we doing? A 1 touchdown score parlay? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. So we're doing, each of us are picking a touchdown score from one of the Thanksgiving games. And so by the time, are we releasing this on Thanksgiving? Or
We'll see how many more drinks I have tonight, boys.
Okay. We may have already lost. We may have already won. Or if McCoy gets his head out of his ass and gives thanks for his internet connection, we may have this out in time for you to be able to either root with us, root against us.
Let's do our parlay pick real quick. Touchdown scores for Thanksgiving Day, JoJo. Who are you doing for leg 1?
All right, so the 3 games coming up: Chicago Bears and Detroit Lions. Well, New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys will not be.
Nope.
And then the night game: Miami Dolphins, Green Bay Packers. Hopefully, will be a good game. All right, now, so I'm going to go with the first leg. I'm going to take my touchdown scorer in the Bears and Lions game, and I'm going to go with Jahmyr Gibbs. I think David Montgomery might be hurt. You know, I think he went out in the last game. So, but this guy's just electric. They run the ball. They love to run. I'm taking Jahmyr Gibbs. Lock it down, Tutty.
Leg number 2, Christopher. Bring us in the middle.
Yeah, fellas, I was watching the Dolphins last weekend with listener Lucas, and my God, do they love Achan?
This they do.
Beat
Yes, they
him
do.
to death level. Love
He's
him.
cheap too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going Achan in the Dolphins at Packers.
Ooh, I'm taking Malik Neighbors, guys. He's talking so much shit. He's mad at the team.
He is very mad.
Pissed.
Yeah, so that tells
He's
me
not in a good mood.
that tells me Tommy Cutler is going to throw him the ball probably 15 to 20 times. So I think he's going to get in the end zone. They want to win a game. If they don't win, it's going to be close. They're going to score some points. The first annual Juice Boy Parlay is going to slap. Going to win some Juice Junkies their money, guys. All right, guys, so let's do our normal picks. Chris, how did we do last week?
Fellas, congratulations
Oh,
Yes.
to the Wheel of Degeneracy. Followed up the
0-3.
0-3 with a 3-0, an absolute perfect week. And then after that, Juice Boy Joe cleaned up pretty well, 2-1.
talking about,
McCoy, you
baby.
and I 1-2. So
Damn
we
it.
will go Joe, me, then McCoy, and then we will spin the wheel.
Man, I missed 3-0 by a tie. It was like they won by 3, not 3.5. Oh, the Minnesota Vikings kicking a field goal. That was a killer. That would have gone 3-0. Anyway, but I'm starting this week with my hatred for the New York Jets. This came out that Rodgers said he wants to play next year, but not for the Jets. And I hope he just retires and just lets it happen. But regardless, Seattle is only -2. What? Seattle -2 against the New York Jets. Let's go, baby.
Oh, yeah, buddy. I'm going to go ahead and go Cardinals at Vikings. Vikings -3.5. Just because why not?
What? Sounds good.
guys, give me the Steelers +3 off a bye. It's a divisional game. I know it's the Bengals, but they lost
good
their.
pick.
Hate the
Good pick,
Bengals.
good
That's
pick.
why you're picking that.
I also hate the Bengals, but Steelers after a bye, after their first a big loss that they shouldn't have had, I think they're gonna come out strong. +3, give it to me.
All right, so now I'm going to my boy Baker. My boy Baker Mayfield. They need to win out basically to make the playoffs. He was slinging it last week. They're going against Carolina, who just put up what was it, 27 or 30 against the Chiefs. Regardless, they can score points. We know Baker could score points. Tampa Bay, Carolina over 46.5.
Ooh, Chris.
I like it. I like it. Give me Eagles at Ravens under 51.
It's gonna be a nasty.
Nasty.
That's
That's the
gonna
perfect
be
word for it.
That's gonna be a brawl.
Yeah. Give me the Rams -2.5 against the Saints. What are we doing? Why? The Saints are terrible,
Are the Rams that good?
but
though?
they're not terrible. Give me the Rams on the road -2.5. Easy money.
I think that's a Saints win right there, brother.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah, I do.
Spicy.
I do. And now I'm going to college. Come on, CSU. Before the season started, I was lofty with my expectations, and I put down a bet that you would finish 8-4. Your record right now is 7-4.
Ooh.
I thought
beautiful.
I thought I would have it with Fresno, but I've got my last chance with Utah State. And so CSU -6 against Utah State. Let's go, Rammies. Let's finish with 8-4 to get a good bowl game. You know,
Hell yeah. Dude, that'd be dope.
let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the best season of college football that Fort Collins has seen in a long time.
Ooh, Chrissy.
Fellas, I have been making money betting against Wake Forest ever since I talked shit on them. Let's
Nice.
close out this season. Duke -4 at Wake Forest.
Under on A&M and Texas. 315 matchup. Under 49. Oh, those guys hate each other so much.
You think there's going to be under 4? I think there's going to be a lot of points.
I think just got a lot of punts. We like punts here. We like punts.
I don't know if Texas can win a punt game.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Chris.
they need to score.
Give me some wheel degeneracy. Oh, I see you got a little extra Thanksgiving special on the wheel.
Yeah,
my friend.
buddy. Alrighty, boys. So, as always, up on the wheel of DGen, we've got away spread, home spread, over, under, and twice up here. We've got everybody
Twice.
takes a shot because
We're giving thanks.
fellas look thirsty. And picking today, we are going Notre Dame at USC, Steelers at Bengals, and Texans at Jags. Let's give her a spin. Under.
Ooh.
All right, so we've got under 51 and a half in the Notre Dame USC game. Up next, we've got Steelers at Bengals. Let's go ahead and see what we're going with. Oh, so close. All right, we've got away spread, so we've got Steelers +3. Okay, so they are with you, McCoy.
Damn right.
I disagree. Let's go Bengals.
This guy.
Let's go Bengals.
Last, we have Texans at Jaguars. I will spin this however many times I need to.
And you don't need to. It just needs one time. It just needs one
You
time.
just need one time.
Oh, wait,
Joey, I want you to know.
Gotta get that in the microphone. Oh, there we go.
I'm taking a shot of McCoy's apple brandy that he keeps drinking.
Are you really?
I'm taking a shot of a Costco-sized bullet with 2 hands.
Excellent.
Ooh, that is not bad, McCoy.
Wow. Oh my God. Look at him go. We didn't even cheers, Cody. You have to do it again.
Oh shit, Joey.
Oh,
jeez.
You didn't
Chris
even
already
cheers.
took one. Chris already took a
I
swig.
took one as well.
Oh, you guys are lame.
Happy Thanksgiving, boys.
All right, give her another spin.
Danga.
Dang.
Oh, didn't hit it.
Under
there we go.
43 and a half. Ooh, that is low.
I can say,
boys.
I just heard a baby. I just heard a baby in the background. It must mean it's time to go.
You must, guys. We have a way to end the show this week. I'm so excited.
We do.
Listener Kendall, former listener Kendall,
Former listener, she
listener,
doesn't listen
thank you.
anymore.
has helped us out.
you.
She sent it in. Since you always say you don't know how to end the show, I have asked ChatGPT for some suggestions for you to end the show. Her prompt was, I listened to a sports podcast called The Juice Boys, dubbed by the creators as a sports podcast for morons by morons. They often joke about not knowing how to end the show smoothly. What are some suggestions, boys? We got a few.
No way.
Let's throw it out there.
Oh my
Number
God.
one,
So hyped.
juice out. And that's the squeeze for today. Catch you next time.
It's so bad.
Okay.
Juice
my God.
out. Juice out.
I feel like we are like a 50s radio show. I
Okay.
love this.
All right, boys. Juice out now. We'll see you next week.
Number two, moron motto. Stay dumb, stay sporty, stay juiced.
I actually don't hate
not
that.
bad.
Chat GPT, you got
Okay.
excited on that
Bad.
Abrupt cut. Just cut to silence or random background noise mid-sentence for comedic effect. So we're going to go the Abbey Road album.
Was going to pull Sopranos?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Signature line. We're out of juice and out of time. Later, losers. Huh?
one. Okay.
Later, losers is not the way I want to do it. But
Yeah,
out of
and I'm
juice and out of
definitely
time?
not out of juice. I've got like half a bottle of this apple brandy. Like you have a dragon ass.
And then moronic sign off. Thanks for wasting another hour of your life with us. See you in the stands.
That is also not bad. God
It's not
dang.
bad.
Okay.
So we
We've
need to
got
take
two
these.
legit options.
Yeah,
Why,
two.
Like, way
Let's
to go,
combine
former
those
listener
two.
Kendall.
Yeah.
Let's combine those two and make it our own, like they do on American Idol. You really made that your own. All right, so let's do that right
What was
now.
the one? Like
And
say stupid.
Stay dumb, stay sporty, stay
I
juiced.
don't like it. I like to stay dumb, stay juice. I don't like
And
stay
thanks
sporty.
for wasting it. I don't like the sporty. All right, we'll try it next week.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
we'll
Oh my
just
God.
awkwardly
Kendall, you
phase
crushed
into this.
it, but now this is going to be an even worse ending than normal. 'Cause
Yeah.
Here we're just hyped, and then it's just going to crash and burn because it's up to us.
We'll pour a drink and discuss our
Stay
Thanksgiving
juice,
break.
sporty junkies.
Yes.
Oh, that's not right. That's not
Love
right.
all of our juice junkies.
Later,
We're excited for
losers.
the Christmas season. Happy Thanksgiving. Mwah. Love my brothers as
Bye.
well. Bye.
I'm thankful for all of you, unlike McCoy.
Okay.